I always thought ghost stories were just entertainment. The kind of thing people tell to keep kids from staying out too late. So when people warned me, don't drive down Balete Drive at night because you'll see the white lady, I laughed it off. I said, yeah, right, and maybe she'll hitch a ride, Venmo me for gas, and give me a Yelp review. But one night, it wasn't funny anymore. It was around midnight, and I was driving home, dead tired. My GPS rerouted me, and before I realized it, I had turned onto Balete Drive. And let me tell you, this road feels different. The Balete trees hang over you like giant skeletons, and the shadows seem to move even when the wind is still. That's when I saw her. A woman dressed in white was standing by the roadside. Her long black hair covered her face, but I swear I felt her eyes burning through me. Now, normally if you see someone in the middle of the night, you think maybe they need help. But let's be real. Nobody wearing a floor-length gown at midnight is asking for directions. That's not a lost tourist. That's a horror movie. Still, I slowed down because something about her pulled my attention, and then I blinked. Just once. She was gone. And the car suddenly turned cold. So cold I could see my breath fogging up the windshield. My stomach dropped because I knew what that meant. I looked in the rearview mirror, and there she was, sitting in the back seat. Her face was pale, and her lips were moving like she was whispering something, but no sound came out. And the worst part? I could hear her breathing, louder than mine, like she was inches from my ear. I froze, and my hands locked on the wheel. My heart was doing drum solos like it was auditioning for a rock band. And I thought, oh great, my first passenger in months, and she doesn't even tip. Then, just as suddenly, she was gone. The seat was empty. I slammed the gas pedal so hard that I think Vin Diesel would have recruited me on the spot. People still ask if I really saw the white lady of Balete Drive, and I always tell them this. I didn't believe in ghosts before that night, but now, I don't even believe in GPS. I grew up hearing about Sitio Bangugot, a village in the Philippines that people call the Nightmare Town. They said if you sleep there, you might never wake up. And of course, I laughed. I thought, sure, sounds like every Monday morning. But one night, I found myself there, and I learned real quick, this was no joke. I was visiting a friend, and he offered me a place to stay overnight. His house looked normal enough, but the air felt heavy, like the walls were holding their breath. Still, I was tired, so I shrugged it off. I told myself, come on, you don't believe in curses, right? When I finally laid down, that's when it started. At first, I thought I was dreaming. I was lying there, but I couldn't move. My body felt glued to the bed, and the room was darker than it should have been. Then, I heard it, the sound of footsteps, slow, dragging like someone's bare feet scraping the floor. I wanted to open my eyes, but I couldn't. I wanted to scream, but my mouth wouldn't work. And then I felt it. A weight pressing down on my chest like someone was sitting on me. My lungs screamed for air, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't breathe. My heart was pounding so hard I thought it was going to burst out of my ribs. And then the whispering started. A low, guttural voice right by my ear. I couldn't understand the words, but the tone was clear. It wasn't friendly. Now listen, if you've ever had sleep paralysis, you know how scary it is. But this wasn't like that. This felt real, too real. And then I saw it, a figure crouched in the corner of the room. Its body twisted like its bones didn't fit right. Its eyes glowed faintly in the dark, and they were locked on me. I thought, great. I came here for free lodging, and instead I booked a room straight out of The Conjuring. The pressure on my chest grew stronger, and my vision started to blur. I swear I felt myself slipping, like my soul was being pulled out. And then, just when I thought it was over, I remembered what the locals had told me. If it happens, bite your tongue. So I did. Hard. The pain shot through me, and suddenly, I could move again. I gasped for air, sat up, and the figure in the corner was gone. I didn't wait until morning. I grabbed my stuff, ran out of that house, and didn't stop until I was far from Sitio Bangunwot. People still ask me if the stories are true, if Sitio Bangunwot really steals your breath in your sleep. And I say this, I went there once, and that was enough. Because some nightmares, you don't wake up from.